Yo, what's going on, you guys? Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my overall thoughts and opinions on Splitgate 2. They recently just released their open beta that lasts until the full game releases. So in this video, it's just going to be a live commentary, me giving my thoughts on the game, what's in store for the future, and man, just give y'all the best gameplay that I can provide in a live commentary style video. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, now, while I'm queuing up a match, I want to give an update on what the game currently is feeling like, what it missed initially, and just a general look at what the game is right now. So, if you look at the left-hand side of the screen, the daily challenges are currently not tracking. When the game initially came out, for me personally, I had XP gain, but for a lot of others, they were not that lucky. A lot of people didn't have any XP until now. They just recently pushed out changes for XP and weapon XP, so all those things should be tracking for almost everybody now. My personal XP and weapon XP are tracking right now. I'm trying to level up the sprinter. Let's see, level 4. Let me put that extended mag and that barrel extension on right now. And I think I'm maxed out, basically.
Hot zone starts now.
But everything is working right now.
4, 3,
Initially, there were also a little bit of server issues. Now, I personally did not run into a lot of server issues. It was mostly like queue times, and when almost everybody experiences, they would search for a match, and as soon as a game would be found, a SSL loading screen would appear, and it would be forever, perpetual loading screen. Nobody wants that. Yeah. I sat for a long time in a lot of loading screens. I remember I did get into a few games, I would be sitting loading screen for 10-15 minutes, and I would finally get into a game, and it felt great, but then I would go into the menu, and lo and behold, I don't even have any XP from the game that I just played, so just a little demoralizing. And then they posted out a tweet, and they're like, we understand that I want your XP, but right now it's just not working too good right now. So they're very vocal about everything. Everything is tweeted about. If there's an issue, they say they're working on it. And we see now that when they give their word, they put it into action. And I love to see a vocal dev team. You see devs like Treyarch and Blizzard. They don't say anything. They say something in the patch notes, but other than that, you get nothing out of them. So it's incredible to see a small dev team like this that's passionate about the game and who want to keep their fans updated and engaged, and just give them reasons why they're not getting the things that they want. And you gotta respect that. I don't see any reason to hate this dev team or wish that. I see a lot of people being toxic in Twitter comments and stuff. They're saying stuff like this is just gonna be another Splitgate 1 scenario, and it's gonna fail, and even some people hoping for Splitgate 2's downfall, and I just don't get that. It's a little forced. The hate is just slightly forced. But besides all the server stuff, it's good right now. When it comes to latency, I never had any latency issues. Not at all. I mean, I might have gotten kicked from a game or might not have loaded into a game, but besides that, it was good. The servers did completely shut down at one point because they were working on things, and they released a PSA when you launch the game. It says, hey, servers are offline. You gotta assume they're doing some sort of maintenance. They're doing something. I don't get why you would be angry about that. It's just a little weird. People People on the internet are a little weird. Okay? And that's okay. We ignore those people. But server latency, game stuff, server stuff, issue stuff, XP stuff, those stuff will be worked out eventually. I have faith in these guys. I think what they got is a good package. Just needs a little bit of fine shoe polish. I mean, a lot of people are trying to play the game right now, you know? I mean, alpha, it was pretty polished. The alpha was very, very polished. So, what I played in the alpha was good. And this is a very, very similar experience. None of these server stuff issues happened to me in the alpha, and I wasn't really paying close attention to, but from what I heard, it wasn't horrible, you know? I wasn't even gonna shoot you, man. I don't know why you're doing that to me. Yeah, alpha was very, very polished. Ooh, come on. I had to punch that guy. Hydrate, boys. Anyways, happy Memorial Day, by the way.
Watch out, enemy is going for a capture.
I'm recording this on Memorial Day. I don't know if it will be out in Memorial Day. Hopefully it will. Editor, egg, please get right on that. But hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I know, like, everybody gets a 3-day weekend on this weekend. So, hope your weekend was good.
Your teammate is going for a capture.
Now, gameplay wise, fun wise, is the game fun? Oh yeah, it's super fun. I am addicted to this game. I come from a hardcore competitive Call of Duty perspective. I'm talking 8s, tournaments, the whole 9 yards. I am a competitive gamer. Excuse me. I am a competitive gamer at heart. I love competitive games. I love shooting at the highest of my ability. I'm trying to find some Splitgate2 8s potentially here soon, because I love that competitiveness. When it comes to looking at this game in that nature, I think it has a great potential to be a really, really good competitive shooter. I think you could pull off some crazy things with the portals. I think there's a lot of crazy opportunities to have some really, really good tech in this game, and I think the competitive scene is going to flourish. The competitive scene on Splitgate 1 is pretty good. There's a Call of Duty Challengers player right now called Swooty, and he is gunning kids. I mean, he doesn't play Splitgate anymore, obviously, because the game isn't really around anymore, but he's killing it in COD, you know? It means if you're a god in Splitgate, maybe you'll be a god in other things, you know? And maybe if you're not as good at other things, if you play Splitgate, you might get good at those other things, so maybe you should play some Splitgate. Yeah? Yeah. Now, I'm having a lot of fun. Looking at this from a casual perspective, I can definitely see a less experienced player get into this. I have real life friends who play this game and who aren't extremely competitive like me, and they still have a lot of fun. If you play games like Destiny, I think you're gonna like this. If you play games like Call of Duty, you're gonna like this. If you play games like Halo, you're also gonna like this. Overwatch, I think a lot of people will enjoy this game casually. I think it's just a fun game. I think the power weapons are super, super fun. I think the portals are super, super interesting. Even if you're not very good at the game, what they have done with the portals is a lot less intimidating from Splitgate 1. Splitgate 1, I know the portals definitely seem intimidating. They were definitely new. You know, not a lot of people do portals. You know, it may be the game Portal, but not a lot of people do portals. So I think the game is super, super fun. I think casuals could play it. I think competitively you could play it. And I think it's just overall super, super fun. The gameplay is very, very nice movement-wise. The gunplay is very, very nice. I think the hit reg could definitely use some work. The hit registration is not anything out of this world. It could definitely be worked out. There's definitely some shots that I should be hitting that I'm not hitting, you know? It's very, very easy to hit headshots in this game, too. I don't know if my aim is just good or the head hitbox is just massive, but super, super, super easy to hit heads in this game, for sure. So I think if you are a casual player, you're still going to be able to get kills. You know, you're just not going to have a bad time because you're bad at games. I think you're still going to have a really, really good time with Splitgate. Now, how would I explain this game to somebody who's never even touched Splitgate before or touched a game like this before? What would I compare it to? And what would I say to somebody who's never even played a video game before? If I were to say one thing, or not one thing, a couple things about this game to someone who's never played a video game before, I would say fast pace, strategy, shooter. 3 things. And I think those 3 things explain this game absolutely perfect. Now, when you put this up against other games in a comparison manner, or what this game feels like compared to other games, I would say it feels like Black Ops 3, Portal, obviously, because we got the portals. If there's portals, gotta mention Portal. Black Ops 3, Portal, and Halo. And a little bit of Titanfall. I don't know why, but I get such heavy Titanfall vibes from this game. I played Titanfall 1, I played Titanfall 2. Loved those games. Obviously, minus the wall running. You know, no wall running in this game, unfortunately. If there was wall running in this game, God, I'd be even more of a demon than I am. Jeez. But not a lot of people like that. You know, not a lot of people like this futuristic jetpacky shooters. We saw Advanced Warfare kick it off. I don't know if Advanced Warfare was the first FPS game to introduce that, you know, jetpacky style. It's the first game that I played. I remember recently I've played the original Halo games, and I would put more in the category of like a floaty shooter. I know a lot of people will say that like Halo created a lot of things, which they definitely did, but you know, I don't really. I never played that growing up. You know, I was a PlayStation kid, so. Oh. So all I really have to go off of is like COD, because I played a lot of COD back in the day. Or back in the day, I still play a lot of COD. Yeah, COD is like my main game. COD was the very first video game I ever played, you know? Anyways, I'm rambling. What am I saying? We're on the second game. This is a live commentary. The live commentary is going pretty good, you know? I'm flowing a little bit, you know? Hitting that flow state. You getting the flow state of a video? You ever record a video? I mean, maybe. I keep on rambling. Anyways. Oh! Okay, way to knock me back into the flow. Let's. Okay, jeez. Yeah, not a lot of people like this jetpacky shooter. If I lose this fight, not a lot of people like this jetpacky shooter gameplay. I personally love it. I think it was the future. You know, when I looked at this style of video game when I was a little kid, I'm like, man. We are in the future. Like, this is the future of gaming. I just had my boots on the ground, and now I'm floating, and everything has to be so much more precise, and I have to think about my next move. I got to think about my boost management. I got to think about, well, whether I should do this or that. I love a tactical shooter, and this gives that vibe and that gameplay without taking away the fast-pacedness. It's still super fast-paced, but it's like if all those 3 games had a baby. Titanfall, Halo, Portal, and Black Ops 3. If they all just came together, not gonna go into detail with it, but if they all came together, had a child, this is what the game would come out. Game mode wise, right now I'm playing the Firecracker game mode. It is like the search and destroy game mode. You know what? I'm gonna pick up bomb. We're gonna get a little plant for the YouTube video going on right now. But all the game modes are super, super, super fun. My 3 favorite game modes are... Is Firecracker my number 1? Nah. Split ball. That's my number 1. Ooh, split ball, man. Get me on split ball. What am I saying, bro? I love split ball. Split ball, Firecracker, just because I love search, and I would say Hot Zone. Yeah, Hot Zone's pretty good too. Love playing me some Hot Zone. Those are the 3 best game modes in my opinion. Now, map-wise, there's one map that I hate. Oh my god. There's one map that I hate. Stadium. Oh my god, do I hate that map. I think that map is horrible. He just headshot no-scoped me. Oh my god, this guy is insane. This is Illy? Jeez. I want that. Oh. Whew. How to get rid of that guy. Oh, teammate, get out of my way. No, give me a snipe. Give me a snipe before the round. Give me a snipe. No, I missed. No, double miss. But the game modes are super, super fun. Maps, my least favorite map in the game is Stadium. But all the maps are pretty damn good. Even in the 24-player map mode, whatever, where you have 3 sets of teams, even that has super, super good maps. I mean, setup came from Call of Duty competitive COD. It feels kind of like Warzone. I feel like it'd be super, super fun if there was like a Rebirth size map and you had like, what am I saying? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just yapping. But that would be cool, you know? Kind of. I know that whole battle royale mantra is so outplayed, but stuff like Rebirth, I did really, really like Rebirth. In this game, I don't know. This game, I just love it. I want it to have so many more game modes. I believe the what's it called? The forge of this game, essentially. I believe they call it the lab. That has a lot of potential, man. This game, as a whole, has so much potential. I think the devs really knew what they were doing, putting in that forge. You know, giving power to your fans in any capacity, giving creative power and creative freedom over the game to do whatever they want with it. I think that is an A+ move. We see it with Fortnite, we see it with Halo, and it's worked out wonderfully. So I think that was a super, super good play by them. Really, really bad playing game by me. And I think the roadmap that they have paved is also super, super good. They have plans already loaded for this game. They have summer plans. They have past summer plans. You know, maps are gonna come. New weapons are gonna come. It's not gonna be just this the entire time, you know? And I really, really like that. And I hope that they have the funding and the fan base and the manpower to push through all these issues successfully and have a great success moving onward, because I see a lot of potential in this game and a lot of fun in this game. Oh my god, is it fun. The movement, oh, it's so good. The movement is just so crispy. It's so dirty. I love long sliding on someone. I love getting up in someone's face and just absolutely beaming them. I also love outplaying people. Like long range, This is also pretty fun. Playing for picks, shooting through the portals. You know, you put a little portal down, you put a little portal down there, you
Flawless
da
work
da
out
da
there.
da.
A
You spray
victory
through the
well earned.
portal. That's a good play. That's good tech right there. I love it. I love games like that. But I really hope that you guys are also having a fun time on Splitgate 2. I just wanted to give a live commentary video about it and just share my thoughts. And, you know, I hate making a video too long. So I think I'm going to end it there. But I'm not stopping my grind here. You know, I'll keep my grind pushing. And I hope all of y'all have had a beautiful weekend. And I hope you give Splitgate 2 a try if you haven't given it a try. And if you're interested, give it a try. I hope this video made you think about the game a little more, or you enjoyed the gameplay, or whatever. Just hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.